A World Business Trade Import-Export Introduction. This book contains contact information for doing business and getting world trade jobs in most countries, particularly the big ones. United States, China, Japan, Germany, United Kingdom, Canada, France, India. There are a lot of free trade agreements like NAFTA, North America Free Trade Agreement, and GATT, General Agreement on Trades and Tariffs. Even on free trade goods, there is still a lot of paperwork to ship products across borders. It's several types of paperwork like government paperwork, sometimes with several government agencies. The company-to-company contract. The method of payment. The shipping method and payment at each stage. Legal paperwork like escrow, guarantees of product quality, guarantee of payment, etc. There are trade agents/freight forwarding companies who specialize in moving product, taking care of all the paperwork too. There is a lot of security at borders. This complicates world trade, but if you're not smuggling anything, it's just a minor hassle most of the time, except when you violate a law like you ship fruit without proper storage containers, you sell something with a banned hazardous chemical in it, lead, or something like that. Customs officials can easily confiscate products for very minor reasons, then destroy it, meaning you will never get it back and lose the money you paid for it. Sometimes they let you take it back to where it came from. Some young guy thought he would get rich importing coconut milk into the United States, then selling it at 4 times what he bought it for, but he didn't realize that there are often rules for importing food, so his load was not allowed in and he lost the money. There is a backlash to world trade in almost every country except for China and Japan, who export way more than they import. Almost every country has a trade deficit, meaning that the total sum of goods they export every year has a monetary value less than the goods they import. People everywhere are angry because several countries, China, Japan, Mexico, South Korea, Taiwan, India, manufacture most of the world's consumer and industrial products, then sell them worldwide, thereby taking jobs from locals everywhere. They think it's as simple as shutting down the borders, producing and manufacturing most of the goods that the citizens of the home country use, and most economic problems would be solved. This is only true to a certain point, because many of the companies that outsource the products they sell in the home country to a foreign country employ many people in the home country to market, move, and sell these products. They create new products in the home country and outsource them elsewhere, so they create jobs even though they outsource the manufacturing process. A Chinese company might have the capacity to build washing machines or any product to supply the world at a cheap cost because they have cheap labor, few safety and health regulations, and large volume sales. If United States or Canada wanted to shut foreign washing machines out and manufacture them here for the domestic market, chances are that the final cost of production will be higher than they make it for in China. If the products at Walmart all of a sudden were to be manufactured in the United States, the retail cost overall would be higher than what it is now. The people would complain. That's why the logic of the anti-world trade people is not as simple as it looks. Protectionism is to slap a high tariff on all imported goods because they want the locals to manufacture their own products. The logic of multinational companies is to manufacture their goods wherever it's cheapest. After NAFTA was passed and GATT revised in 1994, many American workers lost their jobs as big companies relocated their factories. The politicians said free trade is good and it was swept under the rug. I don't blame Bill Clinton for passing NAFTA because it was in the works before he became the president. The Republicans were part of it too. United States and Canada were once massive manufacturing centers. Now many towns are going through hard times because the factories went to Mexico and China, but we got cheap stuff at Walmart. I'm just stating the facts. I lived through this. I was a loyal Chuck Harder listener to his For the People radio show. He passed in 2017. He fought tooth and nail to try to keep industry here, but the multinationals always win. I remember life in the 1980s. There was a job anywhere you went because of all the factories around. I say free trade destroyed the greatness of American and Canadian societies. Life was great for everybody pre-NAFTA. I could go anywhere and get a job because the jobs were there. Some people say it's a conspiracy for globalization. I say it's just greed. The big corporations got together, paid lobbyists and politicians off to get free trade. Several million factory workers lost their jobs. The corporations didn't care because their profit increased. This is capitalism. That's where we are now. If we, all of a sudden, were to have a clash with China and someone said we're not buying anything else from them, the factories would come back but the prices at Walmart would be higher. Many Americans would gladly do a factory job for a steady paycheck. They try to confound the issue by saying we live in a post-industrial society. They imply that we'll do higher-level technical and retail jobs. Let the third world countries manufacture our goods, but I don't buy it because I remember the pre-NAFTA prosperity. The politicians screwed it up by letting the business tycoons have their way. That's when I realized we don't live in democracies. The elitists always win, and if it means steamrolling a bunch of working class people, so be it. People want cheap stuff. It's like let China do it. We'll do the fun intellectually stimulating jobs or work in exciting fields like hospitality, tourism, medicine, education, government, non-profit sectors, etc. There are unique products made in some countries that other nations cannot replicate. Canadian farmers cannot produce bananas and pineapples. Every winter, the northern nations want fresh fruits and vegetables. No one can compete with German-made industrial products. People want French champagne. There are certain woods or marble stone that you can only get from certain places. Right now, there are 1 billion people each in China and India. They say they want more foreign products. Your challenge as a business person is to create a great product or line of products that people everywhere want. Then you have to go out and market worldwide. Start at Alibaba and trade shows. There are trade shows going on everywhere all the time. I tell how to sell product worldwide as well as anyone can in this book. There is no one straight path. Every company's path is unique. Try to become an Amazon partner. Get listed in Amazon. They have global shipping in place. Try eBay and Craigslist. Offer global shipping. After Amazon, eBay, and other big online stores, create a website with global shipping. Business books go from #650-659 at the library and are mostly between HD and HG of the Library of Congress system. HC, Economic History. HG, Finance. HJ, Public Finance. For information about e-commerce, using computers, creating a website and marketing it, try #002-005 and #658-659 at the library. For a good mixture of education, job, and business-related books, my favorite catalogs are adams-blake.com, adamsmedia.com, 800-872-5627, advianstar.com, 800-346-0085, Journals in different fields. Billion.com, journals in different fields. Boker.com, 888 Boker 2. CareerCity.com. Canvas.com, 800-395-2329, journals in a variety of fields. CareerPress.com, 800 Career 1. CD-directories.com, insurance directory, bank directory, etc. Channing-bet.com, 800-628-7733, some job booklets, partial to women's subjects. Chilton.com, journals in a variety of fields. ChronicleGuidance.com. ColumbiaBooks.com. CompuSmart.ab.ca/ICDR. CPPDB.com. CrispLearning.com, 800-442-7477. Dearborn.com, DearbornTrade.com, business. Elsevier.com, Redref.com, 800-521-8110. Journals in different fields. Everything.com. Factsonfile.com. Fairchildpub.com, 800-247-6622, 800-424. 8698. Fergpubco.com, 800-306-9941. ftc.gov, 877 FTC Help, a variety of practical booklets put out by the Federal Trade Commission. Grovestockton.com, 800-221-2123. Here's tcorp.com, magazines. Here's tmagsb2b.com, magazines. howtoguides.org. idiotsguides.com. impactpublications.com, free e-zine. industryclick.com, many magazines. infotoday.com. intertech.com, 800-441-0294, journals in different fields. jbpub.com. jisd.com, general@jisd.com, 800-648-5478. jobfindersonline.com, 3 books. Professionals Job Finder, Nonprofits and Education Job Finder and Government Job Finder. jobfindersonline.com, 888-366-5200. joscybase.com. kaplan.com, some test books. kennedyinfo.com, kennedypub.com, 800-531-0007. learnatist.com, 888-551-5627, books about career aptitude tests. libraryresource.com. mfi.com, 800-447-0138, 800-255-2824, Miller. Freeman, journals in several fields. naceweb.org, National Association of Colleges and Employers, publishes a Job Choices series. Books for job searching in business and science, engineering and technology. newpagibooks.com. newsociety.com, 800-567-6772, New Age Type. Books, some about work. omnigraphics.com. oriexpress.com, 800-457 Oryx. penton.com, occupational mags. petersons.com. pilotbooks.com. pipelinepress.com. primapublishing.com. productivepublications.ca. 800-829-1317. productivepublications.com, 800-850-4636. prospectus.com. pueblo.gsa.gov, 888-8 Pueblo, lots of free and inexpensive booklets about the practical things of life by the federal government. redref.com, several journals in different fields. search-associates.com. self-counsel.com. sourcebooks.com. stonebridge.com. surreybooks.com. tenspeed.com. toddpublications.com. uniworld.com, directory of American firms operating in foreign countries. weatherhill.com. wiley.com/products/worldwide. vacationwork.co.uk. Entrepreneur magazines. Small Business Development Catalog. POG 1625. Des Plaines, Illinois 60017. 800-421-2300. Entrepreneur.com. entrepreneurmag.com.